Hello, it is Helen Martin here with you live from Australia for today's edition of the Daily Dose of Awesome. So posting on social media is what we're going to talk about today. How much thought do you put into what you post on social media? So that's what we're going to explore today, and I'm going to give you 5 tips that will help you think about what to post on social media before you actually post. So hopefully this will help you come up with some things to make your posting strategies on social media far more effective. So if you are live here with me, please say hello. Tell me where you're coming in from. Who do we have here? Hello, Jennifer. Hey, Ron. How are you? Hello, Bart. Lovely to see you on live. And we've got Chuck as well. So as you're coming in, please say hello. Those of you catching the replay later, just put the word replay down below. If you're new and you've never been on a Daily Dose of Awesome before, then please put the word new down below so we can give you a special shout out. So lovely to see you all jumping on. Hello, Nikki. Hello, Tracy. Awesome. So posting on social media, that's what I'm going to explore with you today. So this is your Daily Dose of Awesome, your 15 minutes of motivation, education, and inspiration for the day. So I hope you get some sort of inspiration or education out of what I'm going to share with you today. Hey, Ruth. Lovely to see you on. So posting on social media. One of the downfalls that people, have with posting on social media is they go through the motions rather than really thinking and evaluating what they should be posting. So let's put some thought around that. So these 5 things that I'm going to share with you, have a think about these things before you execute. So before you put a post up, before you do a Facebook Live, these are the kind of things you want to be thinking about. So Number one is your content. What are you actually posting? Naturally, your content is a pretty important part of your posting on social media. So what is the content that you're actually posting? Now, what I would encourage you to think about in relation to what you're posting is if they fit into one of these 3 categories. So, does your content fall into one of these 3? So is your content either educating people, empowering people, or I've forgotten the 3rd one, entertaining people? Sorry, I say this all the time and I just had a mental blank. So are you educating people, entertaining people, or empowering people? So just have a think about that for a moment. Are you entertaining people in a way where your content is uplifting for people? Maybe it's funny, maybe you're telling a story, so it's entertaining people in some way. Are you educating people on a particular topic? So this is where when you lead with value, and this is really what we need to lead with value and educating people, sharing something that will benefit somebody else. So you're not leading with what you want. You're leading with helping other people and giving value. This is the whole sort of basis of attraction marketing, if you like. So just think of those 3 things and assess that before you post whatever it is you're going to post. So is it entertaining? Is it educating people? Or is it empowering people? If it doesn't fit one of those categories, not everything is going to fit in one of those 3 categories. And there may be the odd occasion where something falls out of that, and it's completely fine. But generally, that would be sort of the topics that you would want to think about, with your content. Okay? So number 2, are you following the trends on social media? Now, what I mean by that is the content that you're creating, what type of content is it? So not only the actual value of the content, but where are you actually posting it and what are you actually doing? So 2 main things stick out here. One of those is definitely a Facebook Lives. So when I say follow the trends, what's working on social media, and is that the kind of content that you're coming up with? So Facebook Lives is just something that if you're not doing it yet, I would highly encourage you to embrace it, because live video is one of the fastest ways to get people to know, like, and trust you. And people will buy of people that they know, like, and trust. So people can hear your voice, they can hear your expression, they can hear your value that you're bringing to people. So Facebook Live is definitely where you want to be at with your content creation. How often you do it, the length of time, there are lots of variables for that for you in your business, depending what your strategies are, what you're striving for. But if you can go live a minimum a few times a week, that would be awesome. If you're just going live once a week, it's not really enough for people to get to know you. So I would encourage you to go live more often than something like once a week. The other trend you should be following at the moment is Facebook stories. And I did a daily dose of awesome in this only a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, regarding Facebook stories, the emergence of Facebook stories, and how the news feed, as we know it today on Facebook, is eventually going to phase out, and Facebook stories is where most of our content is going to be. So start using Facebook stories if it's not something that you've used before. So this is number 2 in following the trends. Use content creation ideas like Facebook Live and Facebook Stories, because that's where you're going to get the most growth. That's where you're going to get assistance with the Facebook algorithm, because they're the areas that Facebook is concentrating on. So Facebook Lives are Facebook's own video platform. So it's going to favor your organic reach more than an uploaded video or a shared video. Same with Facebook Stories. The reach on Facebook Stories, particularly from business pages, is just skyrocketing. So that's where you want to be and concentrate, your content creation on, is where the trends are. Does that make sense to you? If that makes sense to you, then please send me some likes and loves, because that's really quite important as to where you are creating your content. Jimmy, since your last week's DDOA and Facebook stories, I've been using them more. Well done. That's awesome. Great to hear that. Number 3, particularly on business pages, your content should be focused around what your audience's needs are and pains and struggles, rather than your own. So when we post on social media, we often can go through the motions. Oh, I need to post 3 times a day on my page, or I need to do 3 Facebook Lives a week, and we just go through the motions. But it's really, we need to go a lot deeper than that in really resonating with who our target market is and what their needs and pains and struggles are, and create your content around that. Your audience is going to resonate with you so much better and quicker if you are talking to them regarding their needs, their pains and struggles, rather than your own. So we need to be careful in our content creation, particularly on business pages when we brand ourselves a certain way, that your content is tailored towards the value for your audience, not what's going on, with you and what you need. Now, don't take that out of context in relation to, you want to share what's going on in your life and you want to bring your personality to your page. So I'm not saying don't share yourself. You need to do that because that's how people relate to you. But for the most part, your content creation should be, concentrating on writing content for your audience and not for you. Okay? Does that make sense? If that makes sense, just put the word yes down below. Let me know that you're following along with me with my tips here. Number 4 regarding your content is find your own voice on social media. It is very easy to copy what other people are doing on social media. It is very easy to look up to gurus and people that are doing really well on social media and copy their content and, deliver the same kind of message as somebody else. But I would highly encourage you to find your own voice, and this builds your brand. And that's what we want to do with Attraction Marketing. You want to build your own brand. You are not your company. You don't own your company. You don't have any control if you're in the network marketing space. So your brand is you. So find your own voice in this noisy world of social media. What is it that you're really passionate and that you stand for and that your value that you can bring to the marketplace? When your content on social media is a lot of shared content, it's not highlighting what you can bring to the table. It's not sharing your spin on things. Even things like personal quotes and inspirational quotes, when you share them, and they can be uplifting for people in your content creation and they're a great idea, but put your spin at the top with your description and your thoughts and your interpretation of what the quote meant. So what I'm trying to highlight here is bring value to the table in how you see things. What's your message to the marketplace? What's your voice behind your brand? And try not to have a lot of shared content or just content without any meaning behind it. So that's what I mean, like inspirational quotes, that you've got some words written at the top about what that means to you or how you interpret that. So really highlighting your brand, build your brand, create your own content. So original content that you create on Facebook is also going to get more organic reach. Facebook knows when you're sharing content. Facebook knows when you put up an inspirational quote and it's just like a graphic. There's no wording behind it. There's no thought behind it. Facebook is scanning everything you do on social media. So when you've got your own interpretation, your own thoughts, your own voice behind it, people can connect with you better. They feel like they're building a relationship with you in a stronger way because they're getting to know you. And remember, when people know, like, and trust you, that's when they'll be happy to give you their email address and happy to buy something off you. So I'm just checking my notes here. That's number 4. Number 5, probably one of the most important things in social media today is, in your content creation, really encourage engagement and interaction. We don't want to get caught up in the vanity of numbers. And what I mean by that is the number of likes on a post or the number of likes on your page. If you're building a business page, how many people are there and how many people liked the post that you put up today? It's just a vanity number and it doesn't really have a lot of meaning behind it. It doesn't help you grow the Facebook algorithm for your business page unless you're getting engagement. Facebook is moving more towards things like Facebook stories and Messenger and people connecting through personal conversations in Messenger. So if you can get people from your Facebook page to have a conversation with you on Messenger, that's all tracked by Facebook. And that's what Facebook will give rewards, if you like, or encouragement or increased engagement to business pages that have more engagement. And engagement breeds more engagement. So you know what it's like when you look at a post and no one's commented on the post, and you see another post that's got 10 comments on it already. Comments breed more comments. Engagement breeds more engagement. And engagement helps build the algorithm on wherever you're building, your business on social media. So whatever calls to action you can bring to the table in your content creation, whatever subtle questions that you can bring to people through things like Facebook Lives, even asking things like, if you felt that way before, put a comment down below. Like, encourage people to comment and engage with you with your social media content. Ask questions perhaps in your content creation, whether that's a status update or in a quote or in a Facebook Live, a story, something that you're saying on social media. Really try to encourage engagement. because social media is a platform that, well, particularly if we focus on Facebook, Facebook wants us to be social. So social is all about engagement and interaction, and you will be rewarded with your organic reach with certain things if you are getting more engagement. Have you noticed that? Any of you that analyze your analytics on a business page, and I would highly encourage you to do, to work out which posts are working, which posts are not working, like truly evaluate what you need to do more of or less of, with what's working on your social media. And the ones that get more engagement get a hell of a lot more reach, because that's what Facebook is going to favor. So you always want to encourage engagement with your content creation. So what kind of content can you create that's going to increase your engagement? This is where Facebook stories, I'll go back to again, are brilliant, because that's where Facebook is moving. That's where it's favoring the content at the moment, is going to give you more organic reach. But guess where the responses go when people respond to a Facebook story? They go straight into your messenger. Whether that's from a personal Facebook page or a business page, when people respond to a Facebook story, it's going straight into your messenger. So that's what Facebook is looking for, and you'll get, greater organic reach. If you're using that, you're up with the trend, you're going to get updates quicker than other people if you're using that platform. I can't speak highly enough of starting to use Facebook stories, and you can blend your business and say things and take little videos and little pictures in Facebook stories that you wouldn't put in the news feed. So it enables you to be more creative, and people follow your story, and it makes you more authentic and genuine when you can share a bit of your life and a bit of your business through Facebook stories. Okay, so they're my 5 tips. What are you saying there, Jan? Hi, Jan. Yes, it's absolutely key to have engagement to get more reach from Facebook. Open-ended questions work great. That's a great example, Jan, in open-ended questions. Asking for engagement and open-ended questions where people can actually engage with you. The more characters that you can get in a response from somebody, engagement, that's also going to help you with your organic reach. So were those 5 tips useful for you today? So the whole purpose of this is to really put some thought behind your content before you do it. So don't just go through the motions of posting and ticking boxes. Yes, I'm doing Facebook Lives, and yes, I'm putting posts up. Is really going for engagement, using the trends that are happening at the moment, like Facebook Live and Facebook Stories, and just really trying to put some thought and evaluation behind your content before you actually put it out there. When you're putting time and energy towards posting, and building your business on social media, you want to do what you can to make it more effective for you to build your business online. So I hope those tips have been of some benefit to you, and just putting a bit more thought behind what you post and where you post it, rather than just going through the motions of putting content out there on social media. So if you got some value from that, please put the word value down below and let me know. It's always a pleasure to be here with you on, the Daily Dose of Awesome. And I look forward to seeing you next time on my edition of Daily Dose of Awesome. Until next time, from Australia, goodbye.